In the West, the image of a Muslim woman is often reduced to a single stereotype: oppressed, silent, and veiled. But behind that image lies a world of complexity and contradiction. Did you know some of the world's most populous Muslim-majority nations have had female heads of state long before many Western countries? Our story isn't about one woman, but millions, each navigating faith, family, and ambition in her own way. Tonight, we go beyond headlines to understand their lived experiences. What does it mean to be a woman of faith in a rapidly changing world? The answers are found in daily life, in conversations between mothers and daughters, in city markets, and quiet village homes. We'll listen to voices rarely heard directly, from tech entrepreneurs to rural farmers' wives. Within immense pressures, these women carve out spaces to lead, innovate, and dream. Their stories challenge our assumptions at every turn. This isn't a story about victims or simple empowerment. It's an honest look at the gray areas where life happens. We invite you to see the people behind the symbols and discover the hidden worlds of Muslim women. To understand this world, we start with individual stories. Meet Fatima, a 28-year-old architect in Amman, Jordan. Raised in a conservative family, she convinced her father to support her university education. Now, she designs buildings that blend Islamic art with sustainable technology. "My faith inspires my creativity," she says. "I'm not rejecting tradition, I'm building on it." In rural Pakistan, Zainab, a 45-year-old mother of 5, ended her formal education at 12. Her world is her home and farm, but she runs an informal savings group for local women, helping them start businesses and support each other. "We are not helpless," Zainab says. "We look after each other. My strength comes from my sisters here." In Kuala Lumpur, Aisha, a 35-year-old software developer and single mother, juggles her career and raising her son. She wears a headscarf with jeans and a blazer. "People have opinions," she says, "but my life is my own. My faith gives me strength, not rules that bind me." Fatima, Zainab, and Aisha represent just a fraction of the diversity within the Muslim world. Separated by geography and class, they're connected by faith and the struggle to define their own lives. An architect, a community organizer, a software developer. Their stories are not exceptions, but part of a larger narrative. There is no single Muslim woman, only women, each with her own hopes and challenges. Their lives are a rich tapestry, woven with tradition, faith, and resilience. These stories show us the diversity and strength that rarely make the news. They remind us that behind every headline is a unique journey. Each woman navigates her own path, balancing duty and desire. Their voices are changing the narrative from within. They are not waiting for change, they are making it. And their stories are just beginning. For many Muslim women, family is both a source of support and expectation. Life often revolves around communal living, with multiple generations sharing a home. The weight of family honor rests heavily on women's shoulders. Behavior, modesty, and choices reflect on the entire family. Expectations are set early: be a good daughter, wife, and mother. Marriage is seen as an alliance between families, not just individuals. Yet, within these structures, women wield real influence, managing finances, mediating disputes, and passing down traditions. This domestic power is respected, though rarely visible to outsiders. Women learn to balance personal aspirations with family duties, negotiating their futures daily. It's a life of constant negotiation, seeking equilibrium between self and collective. In these quiet negotiations, women shape the future of their families and communities. The challenges are real: restrictions on movement, education, and laws that favor men. In conservative communities, women's lives can be tightly controlled by male relatives. The public space may feel unwelcoming, leading to seclusion and frustration. Yet, to see these women only as victims misses the point. Within constraints, women exercise agency, quietly, strategically. A mother saves money for her daughter's education. A young woman learns new skills online. Village women bargain for better wages. This quiet resistance is a powerful force for change. Women use faith and tradition to argue for their rights, pointing to powerful women in Islamic history. They frame education as a way to become better mothers and teachers, making it hard for families to refuse. These acts of negotiation and ingenuity show women as active architects of their own futures. They are not passive, they are reshaping their world from within. There's a stark contrast between the public and private lives of Muslim women. In public, a woman may appear reserved and veiled, performing a role to meet societal expectations and protect family honor. But behind closed doors, a different world emerges. Laughter, debate, and vibrant self-expression in women-only spaces. Here, veils come off, and personalities flourish. This separation of public and private is fundamental in many traditional societies. The home is a sanctuary, where women can truly be themselves. Outsiders often mistake the public performance for reality, fueling stereotypes of passivity and oppression. For many, this duality is simply a way of life. For others, especially younger generations, it can feel restrictive. They yearn for a world where public and private selves can be unified. This tension is a growing source of debate within communities. Understanding this duality is key to understanding their lives. Education is the most powerful force for change in the lives of Muslim women today. Across the Muslim world, a quiet revolution is unfolding in classrooms. Female university enrollment now rivals or surpasses that of men in many countries. Education opens doors, delaying marriage, increasing independence, and giving women a stronger voice. Educated women become role models, doctors, lawyers, entrepreneurs, and advocates for reform. Yet, challenges remain. Families may support education, but still expect traditional roles at home. These women are pioneers, caught between new possibilities and old expectations. They use their knowledge to reinterpret religious texts, start businesses, and push for legal reforms. This revolution is happening one student at a time, redrawing the map of women's lives. The impact is undeniable. Education is reshaping the future from within. The quiet revolution continues, led by women determined to define their own destinies. Geography shapes the experience of Muslim women as much as faith. Life in a city like Cairo or Jakarta is vastly different from that in a remote village. Urban women have greater access to education, jobs, and global ideas, often leading to more progressive attitudes. In cities, women pursue careers, marry later, and join activist movements. Rural life is more traditional, with stronger social pressure and fewer opportunities. Yet, rural women are not powerless. Mobile phones and NGOs are connecting them to new possibilities. Change is slower, but the desire for education and autonomy is universal. Across the urban-rural divide, women aspire to a better life for themselves and their children. The pace may differ, but the drive for dignity and opportunity unites them. Their stories reveal the true diversity and resilience within the Muslim world. Tradition and modernity aren't always at odds for Muslim women. For many, faith and culture are sources of meaning and identity, not prisons. Some choose the hijab as a proud declaration of faith, not compulsion. They embrace education, technology, and careers while holding on to core values. Others feel constrained by tradition and push for reform, challenging patriarchal interpretations and advocating for equality. Most women live in between, negotiating their own balance. They might fight for the right to choose a husband, yet want a traditional wedding. Their lives are not a simple story of old versus new. They weave tradition and modernity into unique personal identities. In this ongoing negotiation, the future of their societies is being forged. The story of Muslim women is not a single story. It's a mosaic of hope, struggle, and resilience. We see women bound by tradition, yet using technology to connect and empower themselves. Societies may pressure women, but they also produce leaders of strength and vision. Education and technology are breaking down barriers. Women are finding their voices, demanding a greater say in their lives and communities. Progress is slow and met with resistance, but the direction is clear. The resilience of women like Zainab, Aisha, and Fatima is a profound source of hope. They are not waiting to be saved. They are agents of their own change. Their strength is quiet, but powerful. The final chapter is still being written, every day, in the choices these women make. Their dreams for their daughters, their quest for dignity and freedom, are shaping a new world. It may not look like the West, but it will be their own. And that is a story worth watching.